Hi, so I'm Konrad. I'm Director of Business Development at GamesPassport. I'm going to be followed by Anton here, which is from Alawar, one of our partners. He's going to talk to you about his experience with us a little bit later on. So just a quick introduction. GamesPassport is managed by Mediastay. Mediastay is a French company. We've been on the market for 11 years. We started as a game developer and publisher of free and freemium games. So to monetize these games, we developed our own advertisement tools. And our experience is in driving traffic to these games and monetizing them through these advertisement tools and also microtransactions. Little by little, we expanded our games portfolio and we realized our experiences in actually monetizing these games much more than developing them. So we developed a monetization platform called GamesPassport, and I'll get to that a little bit later on. Just to give that quick intro, we're 90 people in 18 European countries, US and Brazil. Offices in Paris, in Lyon, in Brussels, in San Francisco, in Berlin and Sao Paulo. The size of the company, we had 17 million euros of revenue last year, and we just had a financing round of 15 million euros to further develop GamesPassport. Before we go into how to monetize your games on a dedicated website, I just want to have go a little bit more general and talk about the gaming market, so that we're talking about the same thing, so we can channel what we're going to talk about, which is online casual games. There's casual games, there's hardcore games. These can be either downloadable, flash, or so these can be either downloadable or streaming. So if you just take a look at it, look at the market, you have PC, you have mobile, you have consoles. I just gave you a little examples of what the players can be there. You probably know most of them, but it gives you an example, just a quick example. We know today that this market isn't as segmented as it was before. Different players are looking for new distribution channels, new revenue streams. You have mobile players going on social, social going on mobile, and whatever else, looking for new distribution channels and revenue streams. If you look a little bit on the size of their console games for the next 4 years, going to go down in terms of size of value of the market. PC is going to be more or less stable at 2 billion. Where the real increase is in online games. So you have online subscription going up for the next 4 years. Free-to-play stronger up from 6.3 to almost 10.8 billion. And where you're really going to see the increase is, of course, in social, almost 4 times there, and on mobile is also a huge increase. So like I said, what we are going to focus on is actually the online games, social and mobile. So this is all about social games. We're just going to forget about those console and PC. Sorry for these guys who develop these games. We're going to focus on online games, casual online games. If we looked at the value of this market, let's look how it's divided. If you look at free-to-play games on online casual games, 53% is represented by free-to-play. The next 4 years, this is going to go up to 64%. Social game, the advertisement social game is very, very small. It's only 80%, but the next 4 years is going to go up to 21%. Mobile games, I just have the data from January. In January, freemium represented 39% of the value of the market. 6 months later, it represented 65% of the market. So we can see that everything which is freemium or free, so advertisement-based, has a huge part of the market. This is in value. If you look a little bit about how the players are divided, online games, 95% of the players are free players. They don't pay. If you look at social, this is even higher, 97%. If you look at mobile, this is 98%. So logically, we have a clear problem is how to monetize these big chunks of players, how to monetize them, how to acquire them, and how to retain them. So today I'm going to talk about one specific technique we developed, which is monetizing each of these games on one dedicated website. So you take a game, either it's mobile, online, downloadable as Alawar has here, and you make one dedicated website out of it. Now, why a dedicated website? Is that we believe, out of our experience, that if you make a dedicated website, contrary to portals, there's two advantages. Is that the player comes into that game, onto that website, and he's only focused on that dedicated website. He's not going to be distracted by other things, other games on this portal. He's going to focus on that game. Secondly, for us, what's interesting is that then in that case we channel him through the different advertisement tools, and we know what kind of advertisement we can serve him at what point, and what kind of loyalty programs we can implement at the different stages. So let's talk about how you drive traffic to our dedicated websites. There's different options you have. Huge chunk of the traffic is driven by affiliation networks. So affiliates drive traffic to the game. Something like 30% of the traffic comes from cross-promotion. Cross-promotion between the games, either through advertisement or maybe a toolbar on the top where you can scroll the other games in the network and get over to the playing other games. Other sources of driving traffic is external partners. Natural represents almost 10% of the traffic. So people who are searching for a game, we have a game called GamesPassport, which is a match 3 game. So if you would be looking for playing a match 3 games and you would find it somewhere on the web, he's a natural coming in player. These are very, very, let's say, stable players with us. And of course, you have social networks and search engines where you drive traffic from. So you got the player to come to your website. Now you need for him to be registered. Now the important thing about registration is that there's actually 2 ways of registration. There's what we call mini recruitment site, and there's the homepage. Now, if I'm on Facebook and I'm seeing an advertisement on Diamond's Quest, on my little site there I can see an advertisement, I'm clicking on it. I'm actually not going to be redirected directly to the homepage. Why? It's because on the homepage there's a lot of information, so I'm probably going to lose that player. I'm going to redirect him actually to a mini recruitment site. On this mini recruitment site, we're just going to focus on the main aspects, which is a little picture on what the game is, maybe some additional credits we can offer him, and a very simple, quick to fill out registration form. Actually, if you go through a mini recruitment site, then if you would direct him directly to the home page, the mini recruitment site increases by 3 times your conversion rate. So 3 times more people will register if they go through our registration mini recruitment site than if they come directly to your homepage. In any case, if he comes directly to your homepage, of course you have same thing here, the registration form. You have, of course, Facebook, 4 to 5%. There's 4 to 5% more conversion if you have Facebook Connect on your website. This is a huge amount of people registering to your website. And as I said, there's a toolbar, because each game has a dedicated website. So there's a lot of games in the network. So to be able to find the other games, there's a toolbar up there, so the player can scroll and get to the other games. And it's very, very important to have a registration with 1 click. So you have a technology behind there so that if I'm registered for one game and I'm clicking on one of these games, I can automatically play on the other games. So you've got the player, he's registered. How do you monetize him? There's 3 ways of monetizing: advertisements, in-game purchases, and microtransaction. Let's look at the advertisement tools. I'm going to present you some original microtransaction tools, at least for a lot of the game developers I work with. These are kind of original advertisement tools. First thing, if I'm registering, I've registered to a game. Before starting playing, I'm going to see, the first thing I'll see is what we call a co-registration wall. A co-registration wall is simply means I'm just going to have to tick yes or no if I want to subscribe to a newsletter of an advertisement partner. So yes, I want to get newsletters from, in my case, Financial Times. Yes, no, from Amazon and whatever. The interesting part here is that, as the gentleman was mentioning, we can the risk of losing a player at showing him the advertisement before playing is very high. So what we're doing here is that we're actually not showing him the advertisement. We're just giving him the option to subscribe to a newsletter. So he's going to see that advertisement later on in his email box. So this is very, very efficient advertisement to show him. If I'm already a registered player and I'm logging in for the first time, some already know I like the game, I'm logging in the next day to continue playing. First thing I'll see is what we call a deal of the day. It's kind of a preload advertisement, if you want. This is going to be directed towards me. So I'm 30-something. I'm probably interested in a car, so I'm going to get a Opel advertisement. Because the games we are developing are freemium games, at one point, I'm a free player, I'm a paying player. But when I'm a free player, I'm playing my game, I'm getting a score. Actually, this score is converted into points. These points, I can then change them into gifts. That's one of the retention tools we are using, and I'm going to show you this a little bit later on. But to validate these points, if I'm a free player, I need to click on an advertisement banner. So that's what we call a validation. Another tool, which is a little bit more known though, is offer wall. Of course, if I'm a free player and I want to maybe continue playing, or if I want to buy an in-game item, virtual item, instead of taking out my credit card, I can actually make an action with an advertiser. Let's say Amazon. I'm going to buy a book at Amazon, and Amazon's going to pay me my credits. So that's called offer-based payments solution. So this is a very efficient way of monetizing players as well. Those that are reluctant to take out credit card or buy SMS Plus or whatever, we can convert them like this. So the second way of monetization is what we call in-game purchases. So games that have in-game purchases are this type of in-game purchases can be whatever access. In this case, we have a game called Paf le Chien, which is you have to kick the dog and make him fly the longest distance possible. So here you can buy additional things to make him fly a little bit longer and higher, like rockets or whatever that can be. And of course, microtransaction options. If you want a player to go from a free player to a paying player, you have to, of course, offer him a wide range of micro payment options, credit card, direct transfer, and so on. Okay, you've got the player, he's registered, you're monetizing him. How do you retain him? Actually, it's very, very simple. It's all about a great game. I'm going to talk about one of the Alawar games we're working with, which is Stray Souls. Just to give you an idea here, it was for 2 months and it was in the top 10 of downloadable games on the biggest portals like Big Fish, iWin, and so on. Paf le Chien, the game where I just talked to you about, it was played by 9 million people on Facebook. I asked actually the developer of the game, can you give me some interesting statistics? And he told me that the distance this dog has been kicked since 2 years now it's been on, is actually equals 300 billion times back and forth to the moon. So that's a long distance. Anyway, so these are big games. The other retention tool is simply and easily, it's all about the cash. So what we do is you can have tournaments where the first player of the day can win either cash or Facebook credits, or you can have gifts. That's what I was talking about, is that these points he earns when he's playing, he can change them into gifts, right? So you have a gift shop, you have rankings to make him stay. But another important factor that is often forgotten is that when you have a game, and one of the retention tools is emailing. Every day, for example, we send out an email saying, hey, today you won 250 points. Come back and play. You can have some additional information there. And if you play today, you can win a card. Hey, what about playing some other games? This could be interesting for you, and so on. So emailing newsletter is very, very important as well. To give you a concrete example so that you have some figures, GamesPassport, which is the match 3 game I was talking to you about, after 6 months, it was generating the number of players of 200,000 players. After 15 months, so this game's been up 15 months, there's 1 million players. These players generated in the beginning 20,000 euros a month. Now it's generating 100,000 euros a month. Okay, so we're doing this for, so like I said, we're doing this for ourselves, but we can do also this for somebody else. So that's what I'm talking about, GamesPassport, which is a monetization platform. You plug your game and we do it for you. So we drive the traffic through the tools I explained to you. We manage the retention through those gift shops and so on. And we monetize through the different monetization tools. So if you're interested in having a game like that, what is interesting? So you get a all the technical documentation, we see that in a back office, all the results, revenue generated, you get that. But if you're interested in getting a game like that, what kind of games are popular on the net right now? So what we're seeing is that 65% of the people playing are women. The people that are paying, 75% of the people paying are women as well. So women are the ones that are playing most and paying most. Popular games. In terms of number of games played per month, Match-on game, Match-3 game. This is a you have to make a set of balls to eliminate the snake before he hits the bin. If you take a look at the monthly active users, first is a quiz game, hidden object game. The particularity here is that these games are license-based. So if you have a popular game, it will drive you automatically a lot of traffic. Okay? So I'm going to give a word here for Anton. He's going to talk to you about his experience, about more technical side on this. Okay?
Добрый день, меня зовут Антон Алексеев, я продюсер флешига компании Alawar. Мы сотрудничаем с Конрадом на протяжении уже 2 месяцев. В общем-то, он представил вам платформу GamesPassport. Об этом сотрудничестве с технической точки зрения я бы хотел рассказать. В данный момент мы занимаемся портированием на флеш двух наших тайтлов Twisted Lens и Stray Souls. Это hidden object игры. Собственно, параллельно с портированием мы также занимаемся разной интеграцией с GamesPassport. Вот. И, собственно, как и у любой платформы, в этой есть какие-то свои особенности. В общем-то, они и хотим сказать. Значит, во-первых, гайдлайны GamesPassport рекомендовали нам уделить много внимания обучению игрока, помощи и максимально постараться избегать ситуаций, когда игрок заходит в тупик. Ну, в общем-то, закрыть бесплатную флешку пользователю проще, чем купленную PC-игру. Поэтому мы несколько пересмотрели время появления подсказок, мы дополнили help и несколько расширили туториал в начале игры. Далее у нас графика. В общем-то, графика должна быть хорошая всегда. Для GamesPassport, в общем-то, тоже довольно много внимания было сконцентрировано на графике. Во-первых, качество арта и, во-вторых, разрешение. Мы использовали при портировании оригинального PC разрешения. И в связи с этим, естественно, возникают проблемы. Во-первых, пришлось добавить регулировку качества графики. Вот. Сделано это было для того, чтобы пользователи вдруг слабыми машинами, либо узким каналом в любом случае могли поиграть в нашу игру. Для этого, опять же, нам пришлось реализовать нормальный качественный менеджер ресурсов. Подгрузка ассетов происходит, в общем-то, по мере использования. Но, в принципе, это стандартная практика, я считаю, но по опыту знаю, что не всегда это делается. И при планировании, в том числе архитектурных портов, мы учитывали этот момент. И, в общем-то, да, нужно обращать внимание. Далее локализация. Тоже казалось бы стандартная вещь, но почему-то некоторые разработчики, например, до сих пор любят статик текстфилды использовать в флеше. И, в общем-то, возникает проблема. Конрад очень обращал наше внимание на то, что локализация должна быть внешне неподражаемой. В общем-то, это для упрощения распространения игры в разных странах меньше проблем. И также мы предусмотрели возможность рантаймного переключения локали. Ну, по большей части, на всякий случай, мы считаем, что это хорошая практика, когда у юзера на любой момент есть возможность переключить язык. Дальше немножко о самом API рассказать. Ну, в общем-то, реализация API GamesPassport, она довольно-таки стандартная. То есть, если разработчик уже занимался интеграцией своей игры для какого-либо флеш-портала, то трудностей у него, в общем-то, не возникнет. Практики все они, в общем-то, стандартные и общепринятые. Ну и в связи с этим, в общем-то, интегрировать API GamesPassport в свою игру непосредственно API, не обращая внимания на гайдлайн, вот, это легко. Также, в общем-то, имеется подробная документация, упомянутые гайдлайны и множественные примеры. Это значительно сокращает время на разбирательство. Единственное субъективное недостаток, для кого-то возможно достоинство, тестирование уже синтегрированной API разработчик должен производить с помощью эмулятора. То есть нет тестовых серверов, ничего такого, локально ставится эмулятор, и он эмулирует какие-то команды сервера флешки. Ну, кому-то, может быть, так будет удобнее. Вот. Ну и, собственно, напоследок, что идет. В данный момент в API еще не готовы перечисленные на purchase, achievement и social планируются в начале следующего года. Но в документации, в общем-то, они уже в каком-то виде описаны. Можно начать интегрировать эти фишки в свои игры. В частности, на purchase, несмотря на то, что покупку игровой валюты еще не реализовали, но сама игровая валюта уже присутствует. Соответственно, мы сделали так, чтобы пользователю за определенные какие-то достижения внутри игры удавалась вот эта внутренняя валюта, и он мог ее как-то использовать. В дальнейшем, когда со стороны будет готова уже непосредственно покупка валюты, это будет как бы помогать монетизировать его. Ну, собственно, все. Не буду занимать время.
Спасибо докладчику.